Hello people of YouTube and welcome to the monthly review of October 2023. I think this one might be under 10 minutes, which is wild because all of the monthly reviews recently have been well over 20. So a little bit less this month, a bit shorter, maybe a bit more, viewable. First up, I went back to the Netherlands only a month after I'd been in the Netherlands a month ago. That's how words work. This time, however, I didn't go alone because George joined me. George and I run a video production company called Bigger Feet Productions, except George lives in Linköping, Sweden, where I used to live before I moved back to Trondheim, Norway. So all of our work is just done remote. We do talk a lot, of course, but all of our talking is done through Slack. So all of that exclusively working remotely changed a bit when we traveled down to the Netherlands to film an album launch concert together. I'll get to the details of that a bit later because the filming of that concert was towards the end of our stay, but before that we did a lot of just hanging out, trying equipment, talking about the business and where we want to take it. And just generally speaking, we had a nice few days of reunion before the actual work started.
Hello everyone, it's George and Tom here, finally in the same frame at the same time. Hello Tom.
Hello.
We picked up this 360-degree camera recently and we thought today we'd just mess around and see what we can do with it. We're going bouldering.
There's no alarm that's gonna flare in my face.
It does have a red blinking light together. It doesn't have a detection alarm.
The real reason we're in the Netherlands is that Tom and I are going to film a show, a fantastic album launch show in Enschede. Enschede.
There you go.
Setting off now. Perfect timing. Check me out. Feeling good, Tom?
Yep. Feeling good, confident, fresh and ready to drive for 2 hours.
Superb, let's do it.
This event was held to celebrate the launch of Levi Major's new album, Meet Me at Dawn, and was organized by him and his producer, Eva Stuyver. How George and I, as Bigger Feet, got this job, though, is a little bit of a convoluted story. So Bigger Feet, our video production company, works very closely together with a audio tech company called Kilohertz. Eva, the music producer here, works a lot with Kilohertz plugins and used them a lot on the album Meet Me at Dawn. Eva and Kilohertz have also in the past collaborated on other things. Now George and I got to film this album launch as part of a bigger story surrounding how Eva used Kilohertz plugins to produce the album. And this whole thing was mostly organized by George and Eva, largely outside of me. Here's where the weirdness starts though. I already knew Levi, the artist. He's one of Rebecca's best friends. And it was only after I knew that we were gonna go to the Netherlands to film a concert that I learned whose concert it actually was and that I already knew him. Even more fun was that Rebecca was gonna be on stage as well to perform a song together with Levi. So I got to both see and film Rebecca and Levi perform, which it's been a good few years since I saw them perform last. So this was absolutely delightful, and I genuinely cannot imagine a bigger tri-country coincidence being possible at all. Anyway, the concert was absolutely lovely, the shooting went very well, I think all of us had a really good time in Enschede, and of course there is now a buttload of editing to do on all of the material we shot. Also, go listen to the album. It's on Spotify, it's really good, and if I remember, I will link it down below. Now, having done all of that, let's go back to Norway because Signe's mum came to visit for a couple of days. We've actually had a lot of Signe's family come down to visit recently, which doesn't happen very often because we live both an 8-hour drive north of Signe's dad and brother and an 8-hour drive south of Signe's mum. So doing that drive whenever any one of us wants to visit someone else is a bit of a hassle. Still, they have all managed to make it here in the last 2 months, and we will be going to all of them in December. Anyway, we went for a lovely hike with Signe's mother, and as regular viewers of the channel might be able to guess, this hike was done near Hylvane. As you can also guess by looking at this footage, it was extremely cold. There's been a map floating around the internet lately showing in red how it's been the hottest October in measured history, and then there's this tiny blue circle overlaying all of the Nordics indicating that somehow the Nordics specifically had temperatures well below average. And so in this footage you can see a real world representation of that map. It had been below 0 degrees Celsius for long enough that Saga was able to walk on a frozen lake in October. Why do we live here again? Anyway, that'll do it for October 2023. This wasn't exorbitantly long, was it? I hope I was actually able to keep it down in editing. Keep an eye out for the 10th edition of Curiosity in Advance, which is coming up on the channel very soon as well, and there will very likely be a monthly review for December too. Probably not for November though. Anyway, from me and the cold I am very clearly having, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to push all the positive buttons down below, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao!